What up to all the ladies? What's up to all the fellas? And I don't know. I might just go ahead and throw these on right here. I haven't done this. Haven't thrown on some of the sunglasses in a while in any of my videos. This is me getting a little flexy. But hey, it's a Friday, so why not, right? Real quick, a lot of us that are on this journey, you're gonna exercise, and everybody talks about the importance of fitness. Everybody talks about the importance of dieting. I mean, everybody talks about working out. Everybody talks about dieting. Something that isn't talked about as much, but is very important to remember the value of, is stretching. And the reason why is because stretching is actually the way that you collect the strength that you now have, that you are bestowed upon through your exercising. You receive the fullness of it. All right. And leaving that on the table, it can, in some ways, you're shortchanging yourself. But of course, for some people that don't do it nearly enough, it's actually dangerous. We see examples of this by the people that get super into bodybuilding, those people that they can't even reach their ass to wipe the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Because they worked out so much they can't even reach their body. All right. They did not do what they needed to do in the stretching department. All right. It's important to learn how to stretch more. It's beneficial for you in a number of different ways. All right. But as I told you, you're also leaving strength on the table by not doing it. All right. And whenever you're going through life, the goal of life is to take all of what you are deserving, all that is coming to you. And if possible, well, there's no way to take more. There are some people that, if you understand the way that this game of life works, you are capable of maybe even getting even more. But in general, just getting what is due, what is possibly due, that is what your aim of every man is. All right. Of course, there's different dimensions of man with physical strength, which is obvious stuff that people see, right? And then you have mental strength. And the way that I describe mental strength is not will. I actually, based off of my studies, based off of my experience, I would say that will is actually closer to spiritual strength. Mental strength I equate to craft. So having skill. Skill is a way that you show mental strength. If you don't have a skill, whether that be in, just whatever craft you choose throughout your life, is it, no matter what it may be, that is what I call mental strength. Spiritual strength comes down to will. Will is simply being able to get the things that you desire out of life. All right. That is where will comes into place. And the first first element of will is your attention, being able to choose what your focus is. That is the first root of your will. So these are the different dimensions of strength in a man's life. All right. So you're supposed to stretch yourself in these different dimensions. All right. But us being three-dimensional, being physical, it is really valuable to practice these things first and foremost in the physical and in other dimensions of your life as well. All right. So with that being said, here's a check-in. You'll see what's going on over here. You already know the six pack is there. We all know it. You know it. I know it, buddy. But dude got a little bit of fat to shed. That all has to do with the diet, baby. I can't even lie with you. I had a lot of pasta today. And that is not on the menu for those that are, seeking to have the six pack and the shred and whatnot. I do too, but hey, sometimes you're making different decisions as well. I flexed my mental strength a lot today, focusing on my craft. One of my core crafts is software engineering, building apps, and we did that all day today. All right. So, that being said, don't forget to collect all. Don't forget to collect all of the strength, all of it, the physical, the mental, the spiritual. And the way you do that is how? Stretching. All right.